Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. Today, we're taking you to the Pacific coast of Chile,
Okay.
the Atacama Desert, one of the driest places on Earth. It practically never rains there. You'd think it would be desolate. But we're going to be diving into a YouTube video that explores this surprisingly vibrant ecosystem,
hmm
all centered around a single rock.
Really? A single rock?
Yeah,
It's pretty incredible. I think this really exemplifies how life finds a way to thrive even in the, most unexpected of places.
right.
This rock is basically like an oasis,
Yeah.
attracting all these different bird species that rely on the ocean for survival.
I mean, the video does a great job of highlighting that contrast. You
Yeah.
see this stark desert landscape and then this one rock that's just bustling with all this activity.
Little island of life.
Exactly. The YouTuber even calls it, quote, full of life that's brought by the ocean.
Right.
So what kind of birds are we talking about here?
So the video mentions several species. We see pelicans, red-legged cormorants, Peruvian boobies,
Wow.
even some caracaras, which are birds of prey.
Oh, wow.
There are also whimbrels, which are just passing through on their migration, and blackish oyster catchers that live there year-round.
That sounds like a pretty busy place. So let's talk about those pelicans.
Sure.
The video shows them spending a lot of their time preening their feathers. Why is that so important for them?
Well, pelicans are diving birds. They plunge into the water to catch fish.
Oh, right.
So maintaining their feathers is really crucial for waterproofing and insulation. They have these oil glands that they use to meticulously coat each feather.
Huh. So they basically stay waterproof and warm because of all that preening.
Exactly.
Fascinating. Okay, then there are the red-legged cormorants.
Yes.
They're building their nests out of seaweed and plastic,
Hmm.
which is, a little sad to see.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have these really interesting mating displays, with all the neck twisting and preening each other.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why they do that?
Yeah, a lot of bird species have these kinds of elaborate courtship rituals.
Why?
It's really all about, strengthening their bond as a pair and signaling that they're ready to mate and raise a family.
So it's kind of like their way of saying, hey, I'm ready for a commitment.
Exactly.
Wow, that's so interesting. Okay, now let's talk about the caracaras.
Okay.
They're like the bad boys of this bird city. They come in from the mainland and steal eggs and even attack adult cormorants. The YouTuber actually caught one in the act on camera.
Wow.
What can you tell us about their role in this ecosystem?
Well, caracaras are what we call opportunistic predators. They basically go where the food is,
Yeah.
even if it means flying in from the mainland.
It seems pretty harsh. I mean, why go through all that trouble?
Well, it kind of tells us that food must be pretty scarce in the desert environment.
Right.
So this rock, even though it seems isolated, is actually playing a really important role in the larger food web.
So they're not just being mean.
No, they're just doing what they need to survive.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've got these pelicans and cormorants that live on the rock year-round.
Right.
Then there are the whimbrels that are just passing through on their migration.
Yeah.
And then the blackish oyster catchers live there, but they nest on the beach instead of the rock. It's amazing how all these different birds manage to share this one little space.
I know, it's remarkable.
What did you find most interesting about all of this?
For me, it's the balance of it all. You see these birds that are totally dependent on the ocean for their food.
Yeah,
You see the predator and prey relationships.
like the caracaras and the cormorants.
Right, exactly. And then you see this human impact, with the plastic woven into the nests.
It really is like a mini version of all the environmental challenges we face globally, isn't it? It
Exactly.
makes you think, this one rock in the middle of one of the driest places on Earth,
Yeah.
supporting all of this life. And then you imagine being a whimbrel, flying thousands of miles and finding this bustling rock as a pit stop.
Wow.
It really puts things into perspective.
It does. This video is a really good reminder that all these ecosystems are connected. Even a small habitat like this can be super important in the bigger scheme of things.
I totally agree. Well, this deep dive has been fascinating.
It has.
It really highlights how adaptable nature is
Yeah.
and how life can thrive in the most unexpected places.
Absolutely.
If you want to learn more about these incredible birds, you can check out the full video. It's called The Rock Bird Life on the Pacific coast of Chile.
Okay.
And it's on the YouTube channel, The Condor's Feather.
Great.
And before we go, here's something to think about. What seemingly barren places in your neighborhood might be teeming with life that you haven't noticed. Until next time, keep exploring.
See ya.